the Ukulele Fool, and in this introduction to the uke video, we are going to talk about fingernails and strumming. Let's talk about your left hand. That's the hand that you're using on the neck and cording with. Fingernails. Not glamorous. Short. I mean, really short. And the reason is when you're depressing the string, you don't want that fingernail getting in the way. You want to be able to touch it right there on the tip, so that if you have a fingernail that you're trying to avoid, then you wind up kind of dropping your finger down, and then you run the risk of muting a string that shouldn't be muted. So nice and round, that's what the shorn fingernails allow you to do. So that's, not glamorous, not sexy, but it's functional, and we want to put the fun in ukulele playing. I'm going to grab for you my favorite tool. I like precision when I'm trimming my fingernails, so I use a tool like this, and it does double duty because I can also, when I'm changing my strings, I can use it to trim my strings too. It's a 2-for-1, yay! And I'm not sponsored, by the way. Let's talk about strumming. I have read and seen all kinds of strumming, so I can tell you that there is not one particular way to do a strum. So I will share with you what I do. First of all, you should not be strumming right over the sound hole, this hole here. That's to allow the sound to come out. It's actually the wood that helps the sound resonate more in the chamber here. And so what you want to do is you want to play right about here. This is your main strumming zone, unless you're doing some really fancy ukulele licks up in here. Generally you're strumming right in this area. Now I have a concert size, and so I have frets going this way. If you have a soprano, you might not have all these frets in the way. Okay, so strumming. I like to stabilize my index finger with my thumb, so it's almost as if I'm holding a pick. Now, ukulele players generally do not play with a pick. Of course there's exceptions, and there's some really good players there that use a variety of picks, but in general, no pick, because there's no finger guard here, and so if your pick's scraping your instrument, it's going to get beat up really quickly. Look at a guitar, you'll see that they have room for a pick guard here. So a little piece of plastic that keeps the wood from getting all beaten up. So stabilize your index finger with your thumb. You do not need particularly long fingernails. I don't have particularly long fingernails. And I strum down, and I'm catching a little bit of the edge of my fingernail as well as a bit of the flat part of my fingernail as well. When I'm coming up, if I'm playing something nice and soft, I will strum with the pad of my index finger. But if I'm leading a group or I want to play loud, then I will just do a slight flick, and I will hit my thumb as I'm coming up. And again, I'm catching it with just a little bit of the edge and the flat part of the thumb as I'm coming up. So play around with your strumming. The most important thing about your strumming is you want it to be relaxed and not tense. Tension is the enemy of ukulele playing. In fact, it's the enemy of almost any instrument playing, because you'll wind up, because you're doing so many things that are repetitive, that you'll wind up with repetitive stress syndrome, and that means you'll have to take a break from the ukulele, and that would be sad. I hope that you found this video useful for your development as a ukulele player. Please hit like and subscribe, and if you have the time, leave me a comment. I am told that this will spin the math and computer search engines of YouTube so that it will make it easier for other aspiring uke players to find this video. In the meantime, enjoy your uke, and thank you so much.